Tim Sheridan and Eduardo Pansica conclude their Shazam story as the hero's true allegiances are revealed and the JLA and even the Spectre race to stop him from unleashing the age-old evil the hero sealed in the Rock of Eternity years prior. Tim Sheridan finished up his really awesome Shazam story as well as the overall future state magical story that was building through The Flash, Titans, and this book and the Black Adam story in Suicide Squad. I did like that this issue pretty much confirmed what I and I think many others thought, which was Neron tricked Shazam and replaced his vision with his own to make him see things and do his bidding. And I like that he was able to do it since Shazam was separated from Billy, his actual heart and vision. The surprise of Deadman being the question was something I didn't see coming at all though, and it was a great twist that helped propel the story to the sinister ending that we got, an ending which is then picked up a little later on in the Black Adam book. I have really enjoyed this whole magical story that was building through these books, since it wasn't your usual magical stuff like what was happening in the Justice League Dark book with Merlin and magic disappearing. I like that it kind of dug into the DC lore of magic a little bit more with the Horsemen and the Unkind, some more Grant Morrison creations and stuff like that, so I really appreciated it for going that little extra mile. Eduardo Pansica again gives us some lovely looking pages filled with action and cool hell monster designs. While it wasn't a redesign, I really like how Eduardo draws Spectre. He just looks so cool the way he draws him, and I love that the artist gave him a slightly longer cape, and I like when artists do that with these type of characters like Spectre and Batman, since it wraps around them like some sort of ethereal cloak that has a mind of its own. Future State Shazam issue 2 was an awesome conclusion to the Shazam story in Future State, as well as the ending to the magical side of things told throughout many of these books. I enjoyed all the action, and Eduardo Pansica's art was top notch. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10. Future State Shazam issue 2 heads to hell, where Billy Batson tries to utter his magic word, finding it won't work. Neron tells him to stop being a child as he hears the being on the other side of the door, telling his beloved to have some patience. In the JLA bunker, the team discuss what happened to Shazam, who is currently being questioned by Vixen. Bunker thinks that this is crazy and they shouldn't be doing this since that's their leader in there. The question asks what Miss Martian can find in his head, but learns none of the thoughts are Shazam's, since she can't read his. Powerhouse knows that the cell is shielded to withstand the strength of Hercules, but they can't hold him forever. Not unless he says the word, and no one is going to make him do that. Vixen meanwhile knows Mary has been calling after Billy, being worried for him. She wants to know the truth and why Shazam killed all those beings, as the hero sees a demon around Vixen as well. Shazam knows that he understands this more than she ever will, and she needs to let him go now. Vixen asks how long it's been since Billy gave up the power, but the hero again hates being called that name. Shazam's power explodes as he rockets out of the base, leaving the team behind. In hell, Neron tells his demonic friends it's not long now until the doors will be open and their master will be freed. Billy knows that this wasn't the deal, but the villain says that it was, since someone who still possessed the wisdom of Solomon should understand that, showing Billy that while he remains there, Shazam continues his heroic duties on Earth. He knows all that power is bound to make him get a little lost, and all he needed was some vision, which is why Neron gave Shazam his own eyes, and now he sees what the villain wants him to see. And while none of it is real, Shazam doesn't know any better, since he's ever so trusting without Billy. Billy knows that he's working for the being behind the door, but the villain says it wasn't exactly a choice, more like a trap, one that's ensnared them both. He wants Billy to remember that he did this, and they all did, as out in the real world, Shazam kills another woman with his dagger in front of some children. The JLA arrive to stop him, trying again to calm Shazam down, but the hero says that they don't understand since they are everywhere. The team tell him he just needs to say the word, and they can't help him until he does. The hero takes off into the sky, but is stopped by the Spectre, who captures Shazam and takes him back to the old JSA headquarters. Shazam orders Spectre to let him go, threatening the hero, which surprises the spirit of vengeance, who sees the soulless thing the hero has become, wondering what he has seen. Spectre touches the hero's head, and Jim sees all the deviltry as the the hero attacks, thinking Jim to be another demon. Jim touches Shazam on the head again, wanting to hear his testimony. The Spectre witnesses Shazam take Raven's possessed body to the Rock of Eternity, where he is met by Neron, who knows that he now saved what is left of the Titans. The villain knows the hero is aware of what he wants, showing Shazam the Earth still needs him, but the hero knows that they will be fine without him, since he needs to be down there in hell, and it's his duty to make sure the Rock's doors never open again. Neron says he wants to talk to Billy, but Shazam says he is Billy. Neron knows that that's not true, since he gives up Billy every time he puts on the cape, and Billy is his heart and vision. Spectre watches as Neron splits Shazam and Billy, leaving Billy to guard the door as he gives Shazam a gift, the gift of sight, to make up for his lack of vision now that Billy is gone. Neron's vision, however, played tricks with Shazam, getting him to see enemies that don't exist, as the villain used Shazam for his own nefarious needs. Spectre wonders what these needs are as Shazam stabs the hero with his dagger. He asks for forgiveness as again he sees more visions of demons attacking the team. The Question stops him, saying that he's out of control and he's going to stop him. Shazam again asks who is the Question, so the hero reveals himself to be Deadman, who has possessed the body of the former Question. Shazam knows that Boston is going to try and possess him, as the rest of the team can't see him, wondering who Shazam is talking to. Boston possesses the hero, getting him to say Shazam. A white-haired and injured Billy returns to the mortal realm, demanding to know what the hell the team has done, as in hell, the gates of the Rock Eternity are thrown open and Neron bows before it, hoping his deal he struck will be kept and the Rock of Eternity will become his. The being tells him to take his prize, but first she wants him to bow as Raven, possessed by the unkindness, flies out of the Rock of Eternity and into freedom.